going to do our pick six, and it's brought to you by Davidson's
Give me one
Liquors.
of those beers. Open one of those beers for me.
All right, pick six brought to you by Davidson's Liquors. We're going to.
Did you want to say something more about Tebow?
No,
Is that
no.
what you were
All
trying
right,
to do?
so here's our category today: 6 things NFL owners are not doing in their spare time while they're in Phoenix for the owners' meetings. Now remember, older guys, NFL owners, rich people. All right, here we go.
He's actually. I think. You know what?
What?
Before we go into this, he should fight you. That's what I want to see. That's the one I want to see. They're not drinking and driving, and you know why I bring this up.
Oh yeah,
don't
the
you?
sheriff.
The sheriff in what is the county?
Maricopa.
Maricopa County. Once and Charles Barkley has been
Mark Grace.
Yeah. And what he does is they have a jail that's outside, surrounded by cyclone fence with barbed wire.
It's a tent.
And they make them wear pink underwear and pink clothes. And of all the places in the world, you know this, when I go down there, I do not drive sober. I don't want to be stopped for anything because that is an embarrassment. That's what he does.
He's a tough one.
Yeah. Number 5. Going to Les's house.
Why wouldn't they go to my house?
Because there's no liquor there.
Well, not after you stayed there for a week.
They're in the refrigerator. They'd open up a refrigerator and they'd see half-eaten cinnamon rolls that you and Paul had, and there's a dog that barks a lot down the street.
There is.
So that's number 4. Going to In-N-Out Burger. Can you imagine seeing Wellington Mara or Robert Kraft or any of those NFL owners going through the drive-thru and eating on the little picnic tables they have at In-N-Out Burger? They're not going to In-N-Out Burger. And the thing about it is they don't know what they're missing. Number 3, buying a house in Sun City. So what do you do? Well, I sold life insurance. What will you do? Well, I owned the Indianapolis Colts until I got stopped for doing drugs. So they're not buying, because in Sun City, the big thing in Sun City is that you don't have to cut grass because your yard is all rocks.
Desert landscaping.
And this house has purple rocks and this house has orange rocks. And your purple rocks better not get in my orange rocks because I'm going to kick your butt. Yeah.
With my walking stick.
Number 2 thing their owners are not doing, they're not going to Coyotes game. Nobody goes to Coyotes game.
Did you show him my list?
And number 1, I thought that you could have all 6 would be
2-minute warning.
strip clubs. Number 1, they're not passing replay revisions.
That's true.
That's the thing that they're not doing more than anything.
All right.
So mine were pretty good for a guy that doesn't have a house.
And very similar, a few of them to mine.
All right.
My pick 6 brought to you by Davidson's Liquors. Make your own 6-pack at Davidson's.
Glad I went first
All right.
then.
Number 6. They're not attending Coyotes games because nobody goes to Coyotes games. Number 5. It's hilarious. They are not making out with their wives at the top of Camelback Mountain.
That's your big deal. Is that people go up to the top of Camelback Mountain
and make out in the car. They look out over the city and they make out in the car.
So I got to drive like 25 miles to make out with somebody?
No. You can do it in your hotel room.
What's the name of that supermarket there?
The name of that supermarket?
Yeah, we're
Fry's Foods?
Yeah. You can make out in the parking lot.
Sure.
Fry's
You
Foods.
can make out wherever you want, actually.
When you make out,
I prefer a hot tub.
Do you look at the view and stuff? No,
Of course.
You're looking at each other.
Number 4, they are not going tubing down the Salt River, which is something we did.
Salt River doesn't even have water in it, does it?
If you go up into the mountains and you get one of those big truck tire tubes and you just float down casually, it's so nice when the weather's hot down there.
If you ever go to Tucson or Phoenix and you see those big asphalt, or not, those concrete canals, they have no water in them. And so they certainly didn't film A River Runs Through It.
Okay, you will not see the NFL owners wearing Speedos at Poolside. Bad visual, all right? Number 2, they will not be taking a day trip to the Grand Canyon. because
They
they're too
should.
busy
They
not
should.
passing new
You've
rules.
never been to the Grand Canyon, have
I
you?
have been to the Grand Canyon. The most
They
amazing
should.
thing I've ever
They
seen.
should. Oh, yeah.
And the number one thing NFL owners will not be doing while they're in Phoenix attending the meetings, the drive-through at In-N-Out at midnight.
Oh, yeah. So we were thinking.
Oh, yeah,
some
along the
things.
same lines here.
Yeah, you ought to call me and let me give you my list so you can come up with 6 things that are not a
Or
copycat
you can
thing.
call me and hear what my list is so you don't copy me. Let me tell you how you can get a hold of us.
Let me tell you what name is first under the sports show.